Baroness Neuberger, Lord Judge, Attorney General, my lords, ladies, gentlemen, friends. Please excuse me interrupting your lunch, but we have such an illustrious dramatis personae today that I'm trying as hard as I can to fit in with their timetables where possible, so I'm sure all of you will understand. On behalf of the Council of the Chartered Institute of Legal Executives, CILEx, I welcome you to this, our annual luncheon. Now, ordinarily, a president standing here at this time of the year will tell you that this is the highlight of the year. It's an opportunity to share with friends the successes of the presidential year, as well as the Council's plans for the future. And trust me, this is a major highlight, an important occasion for me and an amazingly important occasion for CILEx. But you know, this year, I'm very lucky. I seem to have done nothing other than celebrate. So please indulge me and let's get the charter word in the mix straight away. Many of you celebrated with us at our charter party in March when I spoke at length, some may say too much length, about the pride we feel in achieving Royal Charter status and the importance we place on embracing the fundamental purpose of a charter and that everything we do in the public interest. The charter imperative will be at the heart of everything we do. We wish to thank you, our friends, for your support and good counsel, which helped us to become the Chartered Institute of Legal Executives. The Royal Charter is, of course, the big ticket. However, there have been other huge reasons for celebration during the past year. For example, our members in Bermuda. After many years of negotiation with government and having, during all of that time, to consistently prove their worth within the economically vital legal sector on the island, at last the members were recognised in the autumn by the passing of the Legal Executive Registration Act 2011. Whilst remaining part of us, our Bermuda colleagues will now be developing a capacity for self-regulation under Bermuda law. We believe that this actually may become a good model to roll out to other overseas areas where our members live and work. Time will tell. At our annual graduation ceremony for newly qualified lawyers last month, there was again reason to celebrate. This was the first graduation ceremony since the Charter, and so we witnessed the graduation of Chartered Legal Executives for the first time. Also, a new pledge was taken by all those lawyers present. I'm very happy to acknowledge our good friends, the notaries, who have sworn an oath on admission. I'll try and be accurate here, for about 169 years actually, I believe. However, CILEx is the first of the mainstream, if I may make that distinction, of the legal professions to make this public promise. A promise to be diligent in performing our duties, to uphold the rule of law, to act with integrity and with independence. It was such a moving and powerful moment when all Chartered Legal Executives, myself and Council included, made our solemn pledge for the first time. It's a proud moment to note that our associate prosecutors are also doing us proud, with excellent reports of their advocacy from a recent Crown Prosecution Service inspection. I am so delighted that the regulatory arrangements between CILEx, the Crown Prosecution Service and IPS are working so well, and they're working well in the public interest. Who knows, possibly another model we can roll out with other organisations in the future. For all of the excitement and all of the successes, we certainly have more to achieve. I have had the pleasure of meeting with many of you recently to discuss our plans for extended practice rights for our members. Thank you for your time. It's appreciated, as well as your helpful observations. Our regulator, IPS, has taken forward work to develop schemes that will enable suitably qualified members to obtain reserved activity rights in the areas of litigation, conveyancing and probate. There will, of course, be a consultation on the schemes. It will be over the summer. I'm sorry about the timing. And both IPS and CILEx genuinely will welcome comment, will welcome constructive criticism and advice from you all, as we did with the Charter. The public interest will then be served in two ways. Firstly, by providing further career opportunities for those contemplating a career in law, and I have no need to overemphasise just how important that will be. And secondly, by meeting regulatory objectives of the Legal Services Act, particularly by promoting competition in the provision of legal services, and thereby encouraging an independent, strong, diverse and effective legal profession. Isn't that what we all want? Our work with Skills for Justice and others in the legal sector, as well as the Council for Administration and City of Guilds in the business sector, on the development of apprenticeship frameworks, is another of our ways of showing our preference for achievement through working in partnership, as well as an absolute demonstration of our commitment to widening career opportunities within the law and increasing diversity as well as social mobility within the profession. It hasn't been good news out of CILEx, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, attorney, but I must be honest and say that CILEx shares the disappointment of so many over the passing of the Legal Aid, Sentencing and Punishment of Offenders Act. The very best legal aid system in the world is being dismantled, and it is difficult at this point to see how all the gaps can be filled. Colleagues here today from the advice sector have a right to feel despondent, and although CILEx rightly adheres to the belief that pro bono work cannot and must not be a substitute for legal aid, where there is nothing, as well as a complete lack of access to justice, will we not step forward? Moving on, I'm just recovering from the London Legal Support Trust Walk last week. Yes, at my age it takes a while to get over it. While CILEx colleagues have also been walking for local legal support trusts in several places around the country, and we all did so and will all do so again in the future, willingly and gladly, in the hope that we can keep open access to legal advice and help for every citizen. Now this brings me to some more good news and cause for celebration. When I was speaking to Robin Knowles, the chair of the Pro Bono unit, he said how excited he was for us that our pro bono efforts have now resulted in the CILEx Pro Bono Trust. This signifies progress through constant hard work and dedication to the cause. This luncheon celebrates all that has been good about the year and is an opportunity to highlight concerns we have as an organisation. I have done my best to bring you up to date on both scores and would now like you all to continue to enjoy the rest of your lunch, not least because we have an incredible guest of honour for you today, for you to feast your attentions on. Personally, I cannot wait to hear from Baroness Neuberger a little later in the proceedings. In the meantime, thank you everyone.